And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What's up? Hey, what's going on, guys? So we are... Oh, man. I gotta turn my volume off. What's up going on, guys? We are doing our live stream tonight, in case you haven't noticed. So what are we doing tonight? Tonight on the live stream, we are going to be creating a D&D adventure together. Actually, we are going to be continuing the D&D adventure that we began creating 2 live streams ago. It is called the Beholden Temple. Now, just in case you're catching this on the replay, a couple things I want to mention. First of all, you can watch all of the past live streams if you really want to, or you can just go down to the description and grab a link to what we've already created so far. And that'll pretty much get you caught up, unless you want to watch us create the adventure together, which might be interesting. The other thing, too, is I'm probably going to do a little bit of, like, an information dump here at the beginning, giving you some information about the adventure so far, talking about, like, why we create D&D adventures together on live streams. I'm probably going to talk about the giveaway that we're going to be doing tonight as well. So there's going to be kind of an information dump here at the beginning, and then we're going to get into the nitty-gritty details of actually creating this adventure together, and that's going to be lots of fun. So, forewarning, if you're catching this on the replay, you might want to, like, skip ahead a little bit if you're not interested in all that junk that we're going to be talking about. So, all right, here we go. Wiggles is in the house. What up, dude? I'm glad you could make it. Elder Knight is here. Awesome. Kribu, welcome, dude. Welcome. And all right, those are the 3 people in the chat right now. What's up, guys? How you doing? Glad you guys could make it. We also, just so you guys know, I live stream like every couple of weeks or so. I have been doing them on Fridays. I'm considering maybe doing one on a Saturday or something. That way some folks who can't make it on Fridays might be able to make it on Saturdays. So just, stay tuned to like the channel. And I always make announcements in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord server, feel free to join that. There is a link down in the description. I also, make things on Twitter and Instagram and crap like that. So there are various ways you'll find out when we're streaming next, I hope. Definitely Discord and crap like that. So, what are we talking about? I need to do some upfront information for folks. Let us look about, so why are we creating an adventure together? First of all, it's fun. I think it's fun. It's really cool, and we get an adventure when we're done with it. But the main reason that I like creating D&D adventures with you guys in the live stream, and the reason that people might be interested in like watching this and crap on the replay, is that creating a D&D adventure is something that almost all dungeon masters are eventually going to have to do. Now, you might start out with a module, of course, and I love modules. I'm running some of the adventures from Tales from the Yawning Portal, and I'm loving those. There are some from there that I don't like quite so much, but there are others that are really cool, so liking that. And right now I'm prepping to run Waterdeep Dragon Heist as well for one of my other groups. So I definitely love modules, but eventually as a dungeon master, you're probably going to get the knack, the hankering, I should say, for creating your own adventure, because you're going to read the monster manual or Mordecai's Tome of Foes, and you're going to be like, these monsters are freaking sweet, I want to run an adventure with these monsters. And then you're going to need to create your own adventure. And so the whole thing with these streams is that for new dungeon masters especially, or it could be a veteran dungeon master that's just never like created a full-blown adventure or something, I don't know. It helps everybody to kind of at least see how I create my adventures, right? So if you've never done it before, you're going to get your feet wet, and we're going to do it together, and I'm going to walk you through the entire process, and it's going to be awesome. And if you are a veteran and you've done this before, then, it might be interesting to see how somebody else does it, or you might just enjoy my shenanigans during the stream. I don't know. But anyway, that is why we do adventure creation streams, because I think it's awesome. It's lots of fun, and we create an adventure together, and then the adventure is always available for download down in the description. Now, right now, it's a work in progress, so you're going to get a work in progress, right? But when we get done with this bad boy, then the whole thing will be available, obviously. So let's take a look at a few things. First thing about our adventure, and I need to talk about the giveaway, too. I don't want to forget that. I have like a bulleted list here of the things that I need to talk about, so I don't forget to mention everything. Our adventure, you know what? Before what I want to do is I want to give you kind of a very brief recap of what the adventure is about so far and where we kind of left off. But I think before I get into the recap, I'm going to talk about the giveaway first, because the recap will naturally lead into continuing our creation. So first of all, let us take a look at the giveaway details. So, I have a bullet list because I want to make sure I don't forget anything, but I probably will anyway. There are going to be 5 winners of the giveaway. There is a link down in the description to a Gleam site thingy where you can, enter the giveaway and stuff like that. But before you like click that link and go over there to do that, I'm going to tell you what you can win, obviously. But also, you need to know that there is going to be a secret word at some point during the stream tonight. And if you don't put the secret word into the entry form properly, then your entry will not be valid. Okay, so you have to. What this basically does is it means you were present. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to incentivize those who are at the live stream hanging out with us so that they kind of got first dibs or whatever on entries and whatnot. Just kind of they showed up, right? You guys showed up to bat. You're here hanging out, so I figure you guys should get like a good crack at the giveaway first. And then anybody who catches this on the live stream by Sunday, then you can enter it as well. Because that's the first couple of days. You couldn't make the Friday, understandable, but if you can catch it on the weekend. So anyway, point is, at a random point in time during the stream, I will be giving you a secret word, which must go into that form. So that is the forewarning on that, lest you waste all of your time and be disqualified. So let me talk about what you're going to be winning, and I need to get to a different view on my desktop before I start showing you all of the cool stuff that you can win. Stand by. Where's my thingy? I found my thingy. All right, that's good news. All right, check this out. First thing, the giveaway is going to primarily be a bunch of high-definition, high-resolution maps from an upcoming Kickstarter. Now, this is a Kickstarter done by Justin over at Random Encounters, and I'm going to be giving you a bunch of links to all of his stuff because this dude makes some pretty freaking sweet maps, in my opinion. And he makes daily free maps for everybody, okay? So, that's pretty stinking cool. I make free content for people, but I don't do it every day, so that's pretty nuts. Anyway, Justin and DM Dave has like a blog. DM Dave's nuts too. This guy's crazy. DM Dave, I don't know how DM Dave does what he does. This guy has a blog. It's called dmdave.com. I'm sure you can find that. But this dude, he creates tons of free D&D 5th edition content, new races, classes, just crazy stuff, and it's all free. So it's on his site, so definitely check that out. But the reason I'm shouting out both of these dudes is they're giving me junk to give away to you, so I'm going to prop their crap up, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, they're going to be having a Kickstarter come out soon. It says coming soon in the photo. I think they're doing Aprilish or something like that, but it's called The Secret of Forsaken Peak, obviously. And they have a bunch of high-resolution maps that they have created for this, that Justin has created. And so what I want to do is just kind of give you a little preview of these maps. Now, these maps are pretty legit. These are pretty freaking sweet. Now, I don't know if you guys have seen the maps from, what is that? Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes. These maps are so much better than that. Holy freaking crap. I was actually I did a review on Mordenkainen's, and I was pretty disappointed in the maps. But this dude's definitely got, the game together when it comes to maps. So here's a little bit of maps. I'm going to flip through these real quick. You guys can kind of see tons, crap tons of, I think crap is one of my favorite words, if that hasn't become obvious. Anyway, he's got tons of awesome maps here, and just kind of flipping through them. And these are not high-res versions. These, they probably are if I zoom way in. But you're going to get these things, and so obviously you can use these from. If you win, you can use these for your own games, blah blah blah, whatever. If you run games on D20 and crap, you can put them up there or whatever. And so just a quick little thingy bobber of all the maps that are available, so that you guys can see the maps and whatnot. And what else did I want to show you? I think that I wanted to show you something else. Yeah, so this is the dude. This is Justin over at Random Encounters. This is his patron page and junk like that. He's also got a thing on DriveThruRPG. He's got a crap load of free pay what you want maps collections over on DriveThruRPG. I got links down in the description, all this crap. And all this crap. It's not crap. It's actually really, really good. That's just how I talk. And he's got an Instagram account. I follow him. Obviously, it says following. I follow him. He posts all the time free maps, you guys. So I would check his crap out. And this is Dungeon Master Dave, dmdave.com. This is the other dude right here. He and I do collaborations and crap together. It's lots of fun. This guy's a maniac as well. Check their stuff out, you guys, because they're really cool. So that's it. I think I'm done. I think I hit everything. Whoops, that's the wrong screen. I think I hit everything that I'm supposed to hit in my bulleted list to make sure you guys got all the information. So, there we go. I think at a random point in time I'll mention the secret word. I think that's all you need to know about the giveaway. I actually was considering doing, for one person in the giveaway, doing something extra special. And I have an idea in mind of what that's going to be. I haven't quite decided on it yet, so I'm not going to say what it was. But there's a chance that one of the giveaway winners, there's going to be 5 for the maps, but there's a chance that one of them will get something extra cool. And I haven't decided what that is yet, so we'll figure that out once I decide and pick a winner. Anyway, that's the information for the giveaway. Let us keep on rolling. Fierce Mushrooms in the house. Nice. Little CMB, what's going on, dude? All right, nice to see you guys again. You all are regulars, I think. That's awesome. Good to see you guys back again. I got to take a tactical coffee drink, a breath, because I've been going nonstop for the last 15 minutes almost. And actually, I think I started a couple minutes late. I was like, I didn't have my shirt on, and I thought I had a shirt on my desk, and I came down, and it was 8 o'clock, and I was ready to go, and then I was like, where's my shirt? Because I was wearing this janky cutoff, right? And so then I'm racing upstairs to my bedroom, and I'm like, what shirt am I going to wear? And I just grabbed this shirt. This is from Marmalade Dog. This is a Marmalade Dog shirt that I got. I was there last weekend at Marmalade Dog 24, I think. Ran some games and stuff like that. It was lots of fun. Met lots of cool players and stuff. I hung out with I hung out with a dude called Larry Hamilton. He runs a YouTube channel called Follow Me and Die, I think. And so he was running some first edition. So he ran 2 games for me that I really liked. He ran a first edition game, which was fun, but he also ran whatever came before first edition. I think they're called the basic rules or something. I don't remember exactly, but it was lots of fun, had lots of fun. So thanks, Larry, if you get that message. Anyway, I was at Marmalade Dog having fun last weekend. So now we're back to the normal jazz. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but I got all this junk set up behind me. That's because tomorrow morning, bright and early, my butt's rolling out of bed to film a bunch of videos. And so I got all the equipment already set up, and I was like, I'm not going to move it all just so that I can have a clean background for my live stream. So you guys are going to be looking at some weird background the whole time, but whatever. That is life in the fast lane. It's not that fast, but anyway, let's get moving here. What we need to talk about is, I think I've hit all of my obligatory fuller pre-whatever announcement crap. So let us move on. Let's take a look at our adventure. Let's see what we have created so far, and then we're going to jump into it. The first thing that I want to show you all is the people that have been with us have seen this map before, and if you are just joining us, then you can see this map now. This is the map that we have been... Thatco. Yes, we were using Thatco Elder Knight. It was insane. We were all just kind of like, what? So it was fun. Anyway, this is the map that we have been creating our adventure to. You can see that we already have some numbers on it. We already have some names for some of the rooms. We have already figured out some of these rooms. We have not figured out all of them by far. And so tonight we're going to continue filling out some of these rooms. And let's go to the adventure itself. And this is the Word document. If you go down to the description, you can download this and you can follow along, blah, 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 whatever. And we have a bunch of creatures that we have chosen for the adventure. I have some notes. This is pretty important. The adventure that we are designing is for 4 level 3 characters. So that is a pretty important thing for us to keep in mind, obviously, whenever you're designing an adventure. We have not rolled treasure yet, so we will be rolling treasure at some point. I love rolling treasure. That is one of the most exciting parts of, and I always use random tables. I almost always use random tables for treasure. I think that's a lot of fun. Storyline. So basically for the storyline, we have a necromancer. Original, but hey, I like that stuff. And some cultists. They are worshippers of Orcus, and I'm just reading from the paper here. They're all worshippers of Orcus, and they're attempting to summon Orcus into the body of a mind witness. I mean, I don't know that we're necessarily super original here, but I don't care. It's fun, and that's life. If we have little cliched storylines, then somebody sue us. It's free. Nobody's charging you, so go complain to someone you're having to pay for this stuff. I don't know. Anyway, point is, cultists, blah, 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 blah. We have a mind witness in there, an Oblex, Ooh, yes, an Obelix. That's awesome. They're stealing memories and stuff. The Obelix is stealing memories to like power. They have I'm going to try to pronounce this again. I pronounced it correctly in the last live stream. I don't know how well I will do in this live stream, but they have this ancient evil book called a Necronomicon. I think I got that right. I blew it. Necronomicon. There we go. And basically, they need the memories to fuel the Necronomicon, which will then allow them to summon Orcus and blah 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 blah. Oh, the Mind Witness is trying to ascend to a hybrid Beholder Mind Flayer and that's why he's working with the Necromancer. So we have like some storylines and some reasons why people are working together and all that kind of stuff. Princess Carnuda's in the house. What's up, Princess K? How you doing? Glad you could join us. Princess K is one of my patrons over on Patreon. She like gives me money for some reason. But anyway, thank you, Princess K, for joining us. Good to see you. Anybody else join? I have not been really looking at the chat. I can see like Elder Knight and Four Elemental and Fierce and Wiggles. You guys are going nuts in the chat, and I have not been reading all of your stuff. Ooh, Elder Knight says you got some nice ideas. Oh, cool. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate that. Yeah, I don't want to. At some point, I will be just reading the chat because that's what I do. That is the purpose of a live stream, in my opinion. A live stream, in my opinion, is so that you and I can like hang out and talk and do crap and just have fun together, right? So that means that I'm going to be reading chat a good portion of the time, and we're going to be talking. So that's that. This is not a presentation. Oh, by the way, I didn't mention that. This is not a presentation. This is not me designing an adventure. This is a collaborative adventure design thingy bobber stuff, right? I want you guys to contribute ideas, right? I do not want to make this adventure, okay? I don't have to live stream me making an adventure. I can go do that like, with the camera off, and it's actually probably less stress for me or something. So I want you guys to be giving ideas and stuff and whatnot. So there we go. There's that. Let's continue scrolling. Scrolly. Oh yeah. This is the name of the Necromancer is Malik Fargazer, and we have a killer description of him. So at some point we need to flesh out our NPC, because this is a pathetic description so far. I mean, when we're designing an NPC, like this is our main villain. This is what we got. He's a Necromancer and he worships Orcus. I mean, I would love to have a description, a physical description of him. I would love to have we know he's motivated to summon Orcus. Did we say why? Rewards or something? I don't know. Does he have character flaws? Does he have secrets? I mean, there are lots of different things you can flesh out for an NPC. We should do that at some point. Oh yeah, the Beholden Temple is the name of the adventure and the name of the location where this is all taking place. We need to make random encounters. Yes, need to make some random encounters. We have an inciting action, basically. The details don't matter a whole lot. Basically, the heroes are told to go solve a problem at the temple, right? Because zombies and stuff are like, people are disappearing, or people are going missing. Farmers are going missing, and then they reappear several days later in town with all of their memories gone. And so they actually, the cultists are not killing people. They're just like abducting them, stealing their memories, probably doing like weird experiments. Or maybe not. Maybe that's too alienish. I don't know. And there we go. The temple approach. So we have like we have some like, encounters already. We have some information we have created about the temple itself. We haven't created everything, obviously. Oh, these pegs. So this was an important thing. These Orcus holy symbols, which we're also calling pegs, are a pretty important thing in this adventure. They are part of a big puzzle that kind of spans much of the adventure, and so we will be referencing these pegs probably quite a lot. Basically, I think to open some of the doors, actually it says right here, these pegs are actually unholy symbols of Orcus and are used to open certain doors in the temple. If the gems are removed from the symbols, they no longer work to open the doors. There we go. Some are red and some are black. Oh, that's right. And we decided because they're actually, so these big unholy symbols of Orcus are large pegs made of bone and formed to resemble a skull at the end of a femur. And then there are precious gems in the sockets that are worth some money. And we had decided, because these are unholy symbols of Orcus, that good aligned characters gain 1 level of exhaustion for each unholy symbol they carry. And like people will die if they reach 6 levels of exhaustion. And, it says the levels of exhaustion are removed immediately if the symbols are dropped. Okay, cool. Neutral and evil characters are not affected by this. So we have some interesting stuff going on already. And we had an idea for a trap with crawling claws. We never fleshed that out. I just have a note here. Now we've already worked out the entry hall right here. We have a skeleton closet and some zombies in a room here. There are 2 cultists in the front room, and this can be a social interaction, the way we have it lined out already. In fact, those 2 people in that first room, those 2 cultists are, they are actually 2 people from the village that the heroes have the opportunity to convince to go back to their mom. Millie, I think was her name, or her grandma, Millie, I don't know. Aunt Millie, that's like a loaf of bread or something, I don't know. So there's a social interaction possibility here. We need to keep in mind, combats are great, right? And we have a bunch of rooms here, but the thing is if we have every single room full of a combat, that gets lame after a while, in my opinion. So we want to build social interactions into the dungeon. Okay, so social interactions in my vocabulary are what most people call role-playing opportunities. I don't like calling them role-playing opportunities because I think the entire game is role-playing. When you're in combat, you're role-playing. When you're in a social interaction, you're role-playing. When you're exploring, you're role-playing. So I call them social interactions. That's just how I call them. I probably got that from, I think that might have been from the Angry GM. I think he probably had 10,000 word rant about not calling it role-playing and calling it social interactions. Because that dude writes like a crazy maniac. You need somebody needs to make a summary of that stuff. Anyway, I used to read his stuff a lot. Not anymore. I don't have time anymore to read crazy long stuff so much. Anyway, that is not the point of this live stream. We created a library. So T3 was a library, and there was a Nothic in there, which was pretty cool. So yeah, a Nothic librarian, and I'm not going to talk about every single one of these. That's way too much. We're going to take way too long. We don't know it's in T9 or T10. Oh no, T10 we had decided was a Shrine of Orcus. And we decided it was a Shrine of Orcus because it looks like a shrine. Like right here is T10. It looks like a shrine, and so we called it a Shrine of Orcus. We don't know what's in T9 yet. Oh, we haven't done T4 and T5. We're skipping around a lot. Yeah, we're skipping all over the place. We did T3. So, all right, here we go. Now we're actually going to start doing some stuff. That was me talking and explaining a bunch of bullcrap. Stuff that we'd already done to get everybody caught up. And now we are actually going to start creating stuff. So, we are on T4. I have a cat rubbing against my leg. This is Orange. Orange is down here rubbing against my leg. He has a big bald belly. He obsessively licks himself. So T4, we don't know what T4 is yet. We have no idea what T4 is. Let's give that a heading level. Now, what I was doing last time, you guys, is I was rolling randomly to determine what these rooms are. So there we go. Kreeboo just got home. Now he can actually watch. Awesome, dude. And, whoa. Oh, Fierce Mushroom says his face is gaunt and greasy with sunken eyes and dark... Dude, I'm not like the most handsome guy in the world, but that's a little harsh, don't you think? Yeah, I got you, dude. Necromancer. All right, Necromancer. Fierce Mushroom has described our Necromancer for us. Bingo, bango. Thank you, buddy. That's what I'm talking about. See, copy paste. We're done. I mean, we have a description. What's he wearing? We just talked ourselves into describing the Necromancer. All right, guys, we are describing the Necromancer. I want to know what he's wearing. I want to know what his we know what his motivation is for raising Orcus back. Well, maybe we haven't defined it. Why is he trying to raise Orcus or summon Orcus? We need to know a secret about him. We want to know what are some other good things to know about NPCs. If he has a flaw, character traits, personality traits, stuff like that. Now this is a bad guy, right? So there's a very good chance that this bad guy is going to be on screen for maybe 5 seconds before everybody attacks him. I mean, that's how my games sometimes go. So we don't have to go super crazy on this dude, but we might as well. We might as well have some fun and talk about our necromancer and describe the necromancer. So, all right. Oh, Fierce says that he's already described his entire appearance. All right, hold on a second. Joel Anderson is in the house. What's up, dude? Good to see you, man. Joel, I think Joel's another one of my patrons. Thank you, buddy, for your patronage. I'm like reaching below my computer to pet my cat. My cat Orange is down here rubbing against me. So, yeah, I'm like the king of distractions when I got cats going crazy around here. Anyway, thanks, Joel. It's good to see you in the chat, or good to see you in the stream. Yeah, awesome. TrueMate has some. Now I am scrolling through the chat, so I'm looking at. Entirely bereft of humor and compassion. Okay, Wiggles. There we go. We have some more information about the necromancer. I'm just going to copy-paste a bunch of junk, and then I'm going to have to... Malik is entirely bereft of humor and compassion. Awesome. I love the word bereft, dude. I'm a writer by profession. I appreciate a nice word. Good deal. All right, what else we got? Little CMB. I'm looking for necromancer stuff, so I am reading some stuff. Yeah. Oh, yeah, for Elemental. If the two guys return their mom, the party is thanked by the mother because she thinks they were both kidnapped and gives the party 2 healing potions. Yeah. Yep. That was our first social interaction. Bread Snake, what's going on, dude? Welcome. Game Master's Vault's in the house. I'm just giving some shout-outs here, people I see. We the geeks. For Elemental's like, we the geeks. I agree. What's poppin' beef? All right, what do we got? Let's add some demon or devil or fire enemies. Yep, that'll be cool. If we get to a room where that fits, man. I'm trying to find all your junk, dude, where you described it. Mind flayers. We don't have any mind flayers in the adventure. Bread snake. Is there such thing as a bread snake? Are there snakes that eat bread? Like, is that a thing? Somebody's like gonna drop me like a Wikipedia link. This is a bread snake, Luke. You need to get with the times. All right. Ooh. Well, that's an idea. Oh, here we go. I got you, Fierce. Mid-40s, shaggy black shoulder-length hair, walks with a limp. Oh, nice. Nice. All right. There we go. It doesn't have to be written in perfect English, I suppose. I'm not selling this. So, oblixes have to consume the person to gain the memories of the person. Yeah, you're right. We can use a little DM like juju magic to alter that though, so that it fits with the narrative. You know, I do that stuff all the time. Anyway, Little CMB says, "Are we using the cult rules in Morning Canaans?" Ooh, Orcus. Oh, Orcus's demonic boon is on page 31. Ooh, cool. All right, let's check that out. Let us check that out. Page 31, he says. Oh, we weren't using them, but we shall steal, if that makes sense to do so. And it probably does. Demonic boons. Orcus. Here we go. Sweetness. What we're going to do... This is interesting. Ability score adjustment, signature spells. It says, in most cases, Orcus transforms his followers into undead creatures such as ghouls and wights. Sometimes he needs his followers to retain their mortal forms to more easily infiltrate a kingdom or city. He grants rank-and-file cultists the Undying Soul trait, and his cult leaders gain the Aura of Death trait. Awesome. That's really cool. What we should do is Undying Soul and Aura of Death. Let's go into here and NPCs, Cult of Orcus. It's kind of like NPCs or groups, I guess, at this point. Orcus, Cult of Orcus. There we go. And bam. Let me see. Cultists gain the, what was it called? Cultists gain the Undying Soul trait. Where am I? I'm clicking the wrong stuff. Cultists gain the Undying Soul trait, and Malik gains the, what was it called? Aura of Death? Aura of Death trait from Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes, page 31. What is that called? What was that called again? Demonic Boons. Yeah, Demonic Boons. Awesome. I don't want to take the time to write that all out. Someone who's running this adventure can just kind of look that up if he needs to. And I also don't want to just, like, you know, plagiarize what Wizards wrote and that kind of stuff. So we're just going to keep it as a reference. Per Orcus Demonic Boon. There we go. Awesome. Now, did we finish with Malik? We need, like, motivations or flaws. We have a good description. Mid-40s, shaggy, black, shoulder-length hair, walks with a limp. His face has gotten greasy with sunken eyes and dark bads. He is entirely bereft of humor and compassion. We need some more stuff. Ooh. Oh, here we go. Fierce has got something else. Adorned in stained leather pants with slightly ragged and dirty robes. Awesome. Stained leather pants. Walks with a limp. Let's put that right there. With slightly ragged and dirty robes. Awesome. I love it, dude. I love it, dude. Did we have any other descriptions? If I missed a description, then Elder Knight says he wants to resurrect his dead childhood pet. We are such geeks and nerds. We're like Friday night, hanging out, talking Dungeons and Dragons and stuff, you know. I mean, we assume this is coffee in my mug. A little something extra in there. John Soki, what's going on, dude? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you, man. For Elementals, Bromos, Sunstar Ranger. Welcome to the stream, man. For Elemental says that we should give the Necromancer a redeeming quality. All right, dude, what's the redeeming quality, man? I'm like, I don't want to think. You guys do the thinking for me. Chief Wizard idea animates and weaponizes food. Bread snake. Okay, Chef Wizard idea. Okay, nice. He was a devoted Wiggles. He was a devoted husband and father until his wife died. He began practicing necromancy in an attempt to bring her back. When it didn't work, he disappeared and came back a different man. Ooh, I like that. A little bit of backstory on our necromancer. I agree, John Saki. It is fun to create NPCs, especially when I have other people doing all the work for me. So this will be some backstory for us. Bam. I love it. Good stuff. Good information. And there we go. Oh, Foramental says, maybe he was a soldier in an army during one of his campaigns. He found a strange book which he studied, making him a powerful wizard, which allowed him to defend his village, but one day he couldn't. Ooh, I mean, we can put that in there too. I mean, that's also a possibility. And then Bill Flippin, what's in the house, man? Good to see you. He says he likes Wiggles' idea. Where's Wiggles' idea? Yeah, Wiggles' idea. He could have been a soldier in an army. That would have worked too. Yep, I mean, ultimately, this is the nature of this. Everybody's got great ideas, and I can only pick one of them. So that's, and I've already copy-pasted that. So I think we're rolling with that, unless I see something that's amazing. He couldn't control his power, which destroyed his entire village. He now worships Orcus because he has the power to return the village back to its previous state with Orcus. Oh, wait a second. So you're saying, so he's trying to, okay, hold on a second. I got an idea. I'm gonna have to write this out though. I like where you're going with that. He was a devoted husband and father until his wife died. Okay. While he was a soldier, he found a book of necromancy, which he began studying. Typing is hard. Which he began studying in attempt to bring his wife back from the dead. There we go. From the dead. From the dead. There we go. He became a moderately powerful wizard in the process, but instead of bringing his wife back from the dead, he turned his entire village into undead. There we go. That was part of your idea. What else was it in there? He destroyed his entire village. They came back to... Orcus promised he will raise his wife properly if he does his bidding. Okay, cool. Something just fell upstairs. Nice. Now he has made a deal with Orcus. If Malik summons Orcus to the prime material plane via the Necronomicon, Orcus will bring his wife back to life for him. There we go. Bam. I love it. We have kind of a guy who never intended to be a villain, right? He just wanted his wife back, and then it drove him to do bad stuff and become a bad guy. And now he just wants to get his wife back. And so his motives are not like super horrible, right? But bad stuff is happening. I like this. I mean, there's nothing wrong with having a villain who is just super pure evil to the core, right? But this adds some shades of gray to it, right? And if your players don't kill this dude right out of the gate, there's a possibility they can actually talk to him and find some of this out, which might be interesting, right? So there we go. That's a pretty good backstory, though. We got some information there, and the great thing about that backstory too, you guys, is that it gives the dungeon master some information by which he can role play this character. Assuming Malik isn't killed the first time the players see him, the DM is going to be able to role play this character a whole lot better, knowing this backstory of Malik. So I really like that. We got some good stuff going on there. Oh, husband and father. What happened to his kid? I don't know. What happened to his kid? What happened to his kid? I don't know. What else we got? Is there a bedroom? He could have a sleeping undead beauty idea going. Oh, nice. Suppose the necromancer is being compelled by Orcus by his wife's soul. Oh, Orcus, his wife's soul being held hostage. You could do that. I think Fierce that I like the idea of his not being like twisted to follow Orcus's will, but more of him doing it of his own free will in the attempt to get his wife back. So I think I'm gonna roll with that idea. It's a good idea though, man. What else do we got going on? Somebody, Troommate had some dark purple robes with a gaunt complexion, one eye with dreadlocks, different colored gems at the end of each with realistic carved symbols on it. I like that. That's a good description. Some of that's duplicative of something we already have, but I'm going to copy paste that and then cut out the parts that we don't need. Adorned and dirty purple robes, dreadlocks. I like the dreadlocks idea. Black, so shaggy black shoulder length hair in dreadlocks. With different colored, I'm going to spell colored the American way. Take that U out of there. Sorry, buddy. That's how I do things around here. At the end of each with a ritual, he has ritualistic carved symbolism on his body. All right, let's get that guy up there. Paste that there. There we go. That's a good enough description. We got this guy described. I mean, the players are probably going to start attacking this guy before the DM gets done describing him. I'm always assuming the players are going to attack. I actually have one player who is always like before I can even describe what a monster looks like, he's like, Eldritch Blast! And I just ignore him, and then I continue describing. All right. Let's see. Yeah, Fierce says the best villains have honest and compelling reasons for their actions. Absolutely. I agree, dude. Bill Flippin says we could put in a place for the party to commune with the wife's spirit. Maybe Orcus is giving him access as an enticement. Oh, dude, that is a good idea, man. I like that. Let's figure that out. Let's pick a room right now. Let's pick a room that will purely be for that. The shrine room. We have a shrine room. Would that work? Or maybe it could be one of these other rooms. Well, we might want to put something really cool in the shrine room. You know, like some demon or undead or something nasty. You know what I mean? But what about, we have a bunch of other rooms. We were actually going to build out T4. What if we put that in T4? We could put that in T4. I like that. What kind of room would that be? That could just be like an empty room or something. There's nothing really in there. And then I think there is a type of monster in the monster manual. Poltergeist. A poltergeist. Yeah, a poltergeist is a thing in the monster manual. Let's take a look at that. Let us find the poltergeist. Because that is kind of like a haunting type thing. Is there not a poltergeist? Is it spelled with a P? Did they decide to spell poltergeist with a different letter and I don't know how to spell it? Oh man, I swear there was a poltergeist in like one of these manuals, wasn't there? Where is this stuff? Let's find this out. D&D 5e poltergeist. I have no idea how to spell that. There we go. Where is this stupid thing? I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. She could be a ghost or, his journal's in the shrine room. Ooh, I like that. A flesh golem in the shrine room. Oh, nice. A poltergeist. Where is this stupid poltergeist in 5th edition? I swear there was a poltergeist. Is that 5th edition? That's a homebrew page. Maybe we don't have a poltergeist. Maybe 5th edition doesn't have a poltergeist and I'm going crazy. Oh, it's under Ghost? Oh, okay. It's probably one of those like special entries or something. Okay. Let's go to Ghost. Ghost. There we go. Dun, dun, dun. A ghoul. Well, here's a ghost. Unfinished business. Okay. I don't know where it is, but anyway. We'll make it something. Which room is that going to be in then? Spectre. Oh, it's under Spectre? All right, stand by. Stand by. Little CMB is sending me all over the monster manual. Spectre. 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 Here we go. A variant poltergeist. Oh, nice. I like it. It's invisible. Forceful slam. Oh, nice. Let's just do that. Let's call it a poltergeist. It's still a it's a CR2. 450 XP. All right, nice. Let's put that up here. Let us put that in our beginning of the thing here. So we're keeping track of our monsters that we're using. Spectre, variant poltergeist. I'm going to spell that wrong. I got it right. Wow, I got that right. I'm not a strong speller. Let's just say that. It's on page 279 of the Monster Manual. 279, CR2, 450 XP. There we go. And where are we going to put her? I mean, we were about to do T4. I see no reason not to have her in T4, you guys, unless there's a compelling reason. Yeah, it might go kind of blurry. Sorry. It's probably like the streaming quality or something. It'll get better. Just like hit the side of your phone or whatever you're watching it on, man. Kick it. I think I think it takes away from the creepy social encounter if it's a poltergeist. Well, I don't think. Well, we shouldn't we shouldn't have it like attack or anything. Like it's completely harmless, right? It's purely like a ghost, you know. That's what I'm thinking. I don't want it to. There's no attacking going on. You know, punch it, Chewie. All right, punch it, Chewie. That's funny. Orange. Yeah, the poltergeist is not to attack anybody for sure. Let's put it in T4. What is T4? T4 is just going to be. Is that where like? What kind of room is that going to be? Let's find out what kind of room this is going to be. Dungeon Master Guide, and we're going to roll randomly to. Here is the temple or shrine. I don't have my dice. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm going to get my dice. I have my dice. I mean, I can pull up a dice roller online, but like, there's just something cool about rolling your own dice. And I have a dice tray. Dice tray. Dice tray with crystal dice. Apparently these crystal dice were almost $100. Gift from a player. I have awesome players who give me crap. All right, so we're going to roll what type of room this was going to be. And we need to roll a D100. So let's find our appropriate dice. Oh, almost lost that one. I got a 12. A 12 is cells where the faithful can sit in quiet contemplation. That actually is really cool. That actually fits with like what we wanted to do. So we'll call this a contemplation cell. Actually, I think on the opposite side of our dungeon, we have T7, which is a similar shape. So we could call that a contemplation cell as well, I think. It's a similar shape, so it's a possibility for T7. It doesn't have to be, right? We can change that, obviously. It's just a quick idea, you know, off the top of my head. So, anyway. Uh-oh. So this is going to be this will be an empty. We're going to say this is an empty chamber. We're going to call it a chamber. If we say cell, somebody's going to think it's a prison or a dungeon or something. It's an empty chamber where the faithful can sit in quiet contemplation. Where the faithful of Orcus. Where the faithful of Orcus can sit in quiet contemplation. There are just like plain mats on the floor. And, ooh, yes, and the symbol of Orcus, and I think that's a femur bone and a skull. Correct me if I am wrong. Written in blood. In what? Dried blood. Dried blood on the walls. There we go. Bam. And then we will say, how have I been doing that? Yep. There we go. Bold list. Occupant. Oh no, we'll say it is the spirit of Malek's wife. There we go. And we will say the spirit of Malek's wife. What's her name? We need a name. All right, guys. Throw down some names in the chat. And I will roll a die to determine which one her name is going to be. I need a first and last. No, we have a last name. We just need her first name. The spirit of Malek's wife is bound to this room by the power of Orcus. She can communicate with... She can communicate normally, but cannot leave the room by any means, nor interact with anything or anyone. What I'm trying to say is that she can't attack you. She's not like a ghost. She's just a spirit or whatever. There we go. Orcus placed her here to basically, so he placed her there to kind of like, what would you call it? What would the word be? Like, not tempt Malik, but to kind of compel him to be a constant reminder so that he would, like, you know, summon Orcus. What do you call that? There's an English word for that I can't think of at the moment. Cannot physically interact. What did I say? Oh yeah, nor physically interact. Yeah. To remind Malik of what he has lost and compel him to do his bidding. There we go. That's good enough. We're gonna place this spirit there, but like, what is she doing there? And how does the dungeon master roleplay her? Like, we need to at least have some basic role-playing notes, I feel like. Is she a helpful spirit? Is she not helpful? Does she know about the pact that Malik has made with Orcus? Is she able to give that information to the players? Actually, that might not be a bad idea, because this is a pure social interaction, right? Because the players can't, like, fight her, and so they're going to talk to her, presumably. And this might be the chance they get to actually get this information about why Malik is doing what he's doing. I think that might be a good way to run that. Hold him under his sway. Yeah. I like that wording better. Hold him under his sway. Nice. Very cool, very cool, very cool. Role-playing notes. All right, now we are making role-playing notes. What's her name? We still don't have a name. Nobody gave me a name. You guys, Laura. Oh, you guys did. You guys gave me lots of names. I just somehow, like, didn't see them all. But they're up there. Cool. We got Lena, Sarah, Miss Elizabeth, Felicia, Cynthia, Philna, Callia, and Laura. So that is 5, 6, 7. That's 8 names. I'm going to roll a D8, and that is the name of the necromancer's wife. It's an 8. So the winner is Laura. All right. Role-playing notes. Come on, baby. You can do it. We will say... Laura is aware of the deal Malik. How does Laura feel about that deal? Does Laura agree? This is something good to think about. Does Laura agree with what her husband is doing, summoning Orcus into the world to raise her from the dead, or does she think he shouldn't do it and he should be stopped? That is an important consideration, and it will motivate the spirit in its interaction with the heroes as well, assuming that they're heroes. Laura is aware of the deal Malik has made with Orcus. How does she feel about it? She doesn't know. You answered that already? Where? Oh, you did. Okay. Well, I'm not reading everything you write. You guys are right. You know, someday, when I have a big channel and stuff, I'm gonna have chat going by so fast that there's no prayer for me to read everything. But Where is this? Orcus was kind enough to allow her to watch Netflix in the cell. She's in the middle of watching Stranger Things. That's awesome. Bill Flippin. She was. So Fundamental says she was a devout follower of a good aligned god, so she was safe from Orcus's grasp. Okay. Turns out his wife was a faithful worshiper of Pelor and is deeply saddened by her husband's actions. I like that idea. I like the idea of his wife not agreeing with what he's doing. She is a faithful worshiper of a good aligned deity. Pelor, now, yeah, a good aligned deity, it could be anything. Pelor, for instance. The Dungeon Master can change that according to his setting. I think Pelor, isn't Pelor from, it's not, I don't think Pelor's from Forgotten Realms. I think that's from, is that Greyhawk or something? I don't recall. I could be wrong. She's a faithful worshiper of a good aligned deity and is deeply saddened by her husband's actions. She is willing to give information to the player, to the PCs. She's willing to give information to the PCs that may help them. There we go. I mean, that's good enough, right? That is a cool social interaction right there. A weird ghost type thing and information that gives them, because see, now the players are going to know what's going on with Malik, and they might actually feel a little bit bad and wonder if they should kill him or try to bring him back to the good side or something like that. So that's good. I like that. All right. Rock and roll. I think, unless I see any other thing interesting that you guys are writing, I think we're going to move on from there. Game Master's Vault says, she can only watch Korean movies. Laura can speak Korean after watching them so many times. She thinks he's spiraling into an insanity and wants him to stop. I like that idea. Wiggles. There we go. Spiraling needs a spell check. Bam. All right, there we go. Oh, Holy Grail. Holy Grail references. Ooh. Oh, that's interesting. Bill says that she does not agree but cannot rest until she is sure her child is safe. And we never determined what happened to her kid, because we said that Malik was a husband and father, but we never said whatever happened to his kid, right? That is an unanswered question we have. Formental says she could be an illusion. It could be. That's an idea. I think having her be real and actually helping the heroes is cool too. Laura's room. An oddly lovely, well-kept, welcoming room that looks straight out of a normal home. Really odd to have in a dungeon. Illusion. Kalemvor. Yeah, Kalemvor, he doesn't like... CMB says, I feel that she would want him stopped, leading to a good ending of the adventure. They can defeat the Macromancer, then somehow free his soul from his sins, allowing them to go... Yeah. Let me copy that. I like that idea. We'll say she wants... There we go. All right, that's good. That's a good motivation. I like it. Pelor is Forgotten Realms. Okay, cool. The child is being held in the 9 hells. Let's make a little thing up here. Main adventure idea. Where is that? NPCs. Where is that? That is interesting. Where are we going to put that? Let's put that at the end of this. Let's do this. Let's put that in the resolution. Here's my idea. Resolution. So, and what we're going to say is future adventure idea. Malik's child. We need a name for his child, and we need like male or female. What do we got? We need a name. Well, I guess. Well, no. Fantasy names sometimes don't indicate gender. So I was gonna say that the name would decide that, but that's not always the case. Sometimes you don't know what's up with the name. Malik's child name. What is the name of his child? Malik's child is being held captive in the 9 hells. Dude, we're creating a adventure for a 3rd level party. Now they're gonna go to the 9 hells. Where does Orcus live? Where does Orcus live, you guys? Is he in the 9 hells? Malik's child is being held captive in the 9 hells. Malik's spirit or Laura's spirit ask the heroes to rescue him. I don't know, something like that. It's like a future adventure idea. I like that. That's somewhere else they could go. A little hook that the DM can use. That's a cool idea. Luke. I'm being held captive in the 9 hells. So we got Luke, Bobby, Jasper, John, the Abyss. Orcus is from the Abyss. Then we need to make it the Abyss. That's even worse, man. I can almost see you getting through the 9 hells, maybe, like, because devils are like lawful evil, you know. But demons are just chaotic nastinesses. So I don't know. Anyway, let's roll on this stuff. Malik Jr. I've never liked the junior name stuff. Let's see. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4. We have to roll a caltrop. We are rolling a caltrop. So in the early days of Dungeons and Dragons, they invented the D4 to be used as caltrops, so that if, like, you know, their wives or moms or something burst in on them, you know, and were like, "What are you doing?" They could throw a bunch of D4s down to cover their escape or something. So there you go. That is the history of the caltrop, the D4. And someone might believe me. I rolled a 3. Anyway, so his name is not Luke. His name is John. All right. True mate got the winning answer. John. We have Malik, Laura, and John. Classic fantasy names. There we go. All right. That was my alarm for the secret word. The secret word to enter into the giveaway is Tiamat. That's right. Tiamat, the dragon. All right, there you go. That's the secret word, guys, for the giveaway. If you want to enter that in and get in on the giveaway, link down in the description. All right, rock and roll. Oh, by the way, guys, if you don't mind, if you're in the stream and this doesn't totally suck, give it a thumbs up and crap like that. That really helps me. And if you want to share this social media crap, Twitter stuff, wherever you guys hang out, so that more people can come for the last little bit here, that'd be awesome. I would greatly appreciate that. So, and then we'll keep rocking on here. All right, what else we got going on? So we had put this here. Oh, Wiggles says the maps are great. He won them last time and he loves them. Awesome, Wiggles. Glad to hear that. Hashtag Tiamat. Woo! One of my groups fought Tiamat 2 weeks ago. I have a photo. I was saving the photo for like an intermission break. I might not have to take an intermission break. I was purposefully not drinking anything leading up to the stream. So my hope is that I could hold it together. Jesper, you rolled a 3. I did roll a 3. I rolled a 3. I'm staring at it. It's a 3. Oh, you're right. I can't count. All right. 4 Elemental is the winner of the naming contest. And the name of his son is Jesper. He's holding me to account. He's like, no, Luke. Luke, I won. You rolled a 3. The boy's name is Jesper. Quit jipping me out of my names. Awesome. Oh, that means who was John? Oh, yeah, true, mate. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, man. You lost. It's not John. You can name somebody else John. All right. The next person that we have to name will be John. How's that? All right. Let's keep going. Where were we? We were somewhere, and then we got onto a future adventure idea. So we were building out the contemplation cell. We need to fight, guys. We need to fight. Check this out. So far, I mean, I'm hankering for a fight. We need to put a combat in here. We need to kill some stuff. Well, we need to make stuff for someone to kill. We have T3 and T4. Both of those are social interactions. I mean, the Nothic librarian is probably not going to be a fight. I don't know. We'll see. T5. What is T5? We need to decide what T5 is, what kind of room this is, what the heck this is, and then we need to put something in here. Undead or something nasty. We can look at our creature list. Let's look at our creature list. We have a bunch of creatures that we want to use in this adventure, and we have not used them all yet. We have ghouls. We haven't used ghouls. We have ogre zombie. Remember this? Remember, you guys, I don't know if you remember this from the very first live stream. We had this idea that we would have former adventurers that were like raised from the dead, and that the heroes would have to fight against them. And so that's what these are for right here. So at some point we need to pull those guys in. We have a vampiric mist. And so we need to pull some of this stuff in. What are we going to put in this room? First of all, let's roll to see what this room is for. Okay. Undead storage area full of tomes and coffins and experiments. Ooh, that's a good idea. I like that. I like that. It's a workshop. It is a workshop. Whoops, I just started up Excel. Why did I start Excel? Excel is not going to help me in my live stream. Excel is not going to help me. Undead, it's a workshop. I like it. And then we can have undead like in there. All right, where are we at? Which one were we on? T5. All right, let's get to T5. T5. This is an undead workshop. All right, nice. I like it. Yeah, I agree, Bromos. The big bad dude has a cool motivation. Totally. John the Archdemon. Nice. Random NPC number 6 is John. All right. Yeah, because you really excel. I'm getting distracted. Somebody had a description. An undead storage area full of... There we go. Well, you know what? I'm thinking an undead workshop. So we're going to have counters and tables counters and tables are scattered about the room, and we will say that we're gonna say that like corpses and spare body parts are counters and tables full of corpses and spare body parts are scattered about the room. There we go. Various tools and other implements lie about the tables. Nice. I like it. What does the room smell like? What would an undead workshop smell like? All right, guys, give me some nasty smells. Give me some nasty descriptions of smells that this place would smell like. Because remember, when we are describing a dungeon to our players, visual stuff is important. But if we can describe what things smell like, or what they sound like, if that's applicable. That also helps the Dungeon Master to paint like a really cool picture to his players. So let's see if we can... Ooh, rotten flesh and dog bones. Elder Knight, what does a dog bone smell like? Dude, do they have a particular smell to them? And if so, what do they smell like? Like, are you speaking from experience here, dude? Just raised a whole bunch of questions in my head, man. Iron, burning flesh. The room's air is thick and heavy. Oh yeah, I like it. The room's air is thick and heavy, filled with the stench of rotten flesh, sulfur, spelled wrong, sulfur, pungent, stale body gases. That's awesome, Fierce. Rotten flesh, sulfur. I'm going to have to write that. And pungent, stale body gases. That's awesome, dude. I like that. So the room's air is thick and heavy, filled with the stench of rotten flesh, sulfur, and pungent, stale body gases. All right, I like it. That's nice and descriptive. Why does it smell like sulfur? Why does the room smell like sulfur? I need to know that. I mean, rotten flesh, got it. Body gases, got it. But why sulfur? Why would the room smell like sulfur? And what have the cultists been doing in here? And we also need to figure out what monsters are going to be in here. I mean, it's an undead workshop, so I figure we could have a couple different undead in here. We might have... What if there were a couple cultists in the room working on undead? Yeah, we could do that. A couple cultists, or maybe one cultist, and then some undead. What do you guys think? What do we want to put in here? We have an ogre zombie, vampiric mist. That's pretty cool. We have normal skeletons, zombie, ghouls. Ghouls. That would be fun. What if we... Bone golems. Where are bone golems? Where are bone golems from, dude? Give me a reference from like one of the manuals. Decaying eggs produce a strong sulfur smell. Okay. Why would there be eggs in here? A crawling claw. The bodies could be better preserved. Sulfur. Sulfur is used to burn useless bodies. Yeah. Malik. Ooh, that's interesting. You're not sure if Malik seems... Well, that's interesting, Bill. Bill's saying that Malik might not be the type to have a room like that. Yeah, I agree. He might not. But if he was becoming a necromancer and experimenting with stuff, even though that's maybe not like his motivation isn't to do that, he might still have had to experiment with that. And Orcus is kind of compelling him to do stuff too. So I don't think that that's like totally outside the realm of things. But I get what you're saying, dude. Truemate way up top says, a pool of blood that is a spawn point for vampire mist if adventurers get too close. I like that idea, dude. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna take that idea and we're gonna put it into... We have a room, T7. I'm gonna just throw that right there. And we will get back to that. That's a good idea. I don't want to use it for this room, but that's a good idea. We'll use that in a different room. Wiggles says, we can change the name of an existing golem to a bone golem. We can. Absolutely. The undead adventurers should be slumped against the wall until the party is entirely... Yes! Fierce! I think you got it. The undead adventurers, so the adventurers were just slain, and were brought into the room to be worked on, right? And they've just finished like animating them and stuff. And so when the heroes come into the room, the adventurers will raise up. I like that idea. Oh, Bill says he meant the room is in better repair and less rotten, hacked apart, and decaying bodies. Yeah, that's true. It's probably, yeah, it could be. Yeah, I agree. That's probably reasonable. It just sounds so cool. The stench of rotten flesh, sulfur, and pungent stale body gases. I agree with you, but that also sounds really cool. Ooh, that's interesting. That's an interesting idea, True Mate. All right. Anyway, we need we need to start creating something here. So we have an acolyte, a scout, and a priest. And what we need to do is, so we have a 50, a 100, and a 450. So we have a 50, a 100, and a 450. What I'm doing is I'm going to calculate this encounter out. And we're going to figure out, there are 4 characters, and they are level 3. That's hard. So that by itself is hard, guys. If we just have one of each, that's a hard encounter. That's probably good enough. We probably don't need to have, we might put 2 of those guys. That's still hard. Let's do 2 of those guys. So there are going to be 2 acolytes. Is that what they were? Acolytes? 2 acolytes? Yeah, 2 acolytes, a scout, and a priest. All right, let us go down here. Where was that? Undead Workshop. All right, so there we go. Occupants. The undead. A former adventuring party slain by the cultists. Wait, so we need to say the bodies of a former adventuring party slain by the cultists are in this room. The cultists have just finished reanimating their corpses as undead servants. We will say there are 4 bodies. 4 bodies of a former adventuring party, blah, blah, blah. The undead fight as 2 acolytes, a scout. There we go. And we will bold that stuff right there. How does this kick off? Are in this room, lying on the tables and counters. There we go. How does this combat kick off? Like as soon as somebody comes close to them, they stand up and start attacking? I mean, that's not unreasonable. Are there better ideas for how this combat would kick off? Now, we have an idea of who the combat's going to involve, and we have their positions in the room. Now we need to know kind of what the initiating condition is, what the trigger is going to be to get them to attack. Would the priest still have powers? Yeah, I don't know why not. The priest should have a corrupted version of his. Let's see what a priest can do. Non-player characters. Priest. Come on, baby. There we go. So, light, sacred flame, thaumaturgy, cure wounds. So we can make that cause wounds. So instead of having cure wounds, Cause wounds. So let's make some changes to the priest. You guys, what kind of spells or abilities would the priest have? I don't want to go too crazy into customizing the priest, because it takes a little bit of time to do that, and this person's probably gonna last in combat like a couple rounds. But let's think of some ways we can easily make changes so that it makes sense to have this priest back. And then I'm just gonna run over to my coffee pot. I'll be back in a second. Because I have my coffee pot downstairs in the basement with me. Heal undead. Woo! Heal undead. Protection from good. Oh, nice. What level spell is protection from good and evil? I have an app on my cell phone for all of the spells, which is the easiest way to look up spells in D&D. Protection from evil and good. It's a first level cleric spell. Yeah. All right. So we will say priest changes. The priest has the following changes. All right. Spells prepared. Cantrips. First level. And I think they get second level. There we go. So we're changing up the spells the priest will have prepared. And third level. They have third level as well. Now, Spirit Guardians is a really good spell, so I would want to leave that for sure. Dispel Magic is useful. So definitely they have 4, 3, and 2. Anyway, so I think Cause Wounds would be a good first level spell. Cause Wounds. And somebody had something else. Ooh, a Sinful Smite. Yeah, that's a great idea, dude. We'll do that. I saw another. Protection from good and evil. What level spell was that? I forgot already. First level spell. Protection from good and evil. I mean, this priest would obviously use the good one. All right, I like it. Yeah, that's a good idea, Bill. We could leave the adventurers under the thrall of the Mind Witness. We could do that. Yeah. That's a good idea, man. And then they have the opportunity to, like, slay the witness and knock them out. Yeah, I agree. That's a one way to do it. For sure. That's not bad. Okay. Gentle Repose, just for the irony. Ooh. What level is Gentle Repose? Oh, that's a cantrip. Gentle Repose and Blindness. Oh, Blindness is a good spell. Blindness, it's technically Deafness. Nobody uses the Deafness one usually. It's usually Blindness. And wait, is that a first level spell? No. That is a good. Bane is level 1. Yep, that's a concentration spell. Protection from good and evil is also concentration. So this is an important thing to consider for 5th edition spellcasters. When you are picking the spells that you're going to have prepared, you do not want to pick too many of them that require concentration, because you won't be able to use but one of them at a time. And so we want to be very careful with that. And one of our spells we definitely want to have, what is it called? Spiritual Guardians? Spirit Guardians. Spirit Guardians. And that is a concentration spell, and that spell is amazing. So we can't. Here's the thing. Any combat here is going to last 2 rounds, maybe 3 rounds. So there's this spellcaster is going to be able to cast maybe 3 spells, right? And that means one of them probably is going to be a concentration spell. So they're going to get 1 chance at a concentration spell. And so I think we want to take some of these off. We need something that is not a concentration. Instead of Bane, something that's not a concentration spell. Bestow Curse. Is that concentration? See, now we're getting into the nitty-gritty of designing this stuff. Important considerations. It's concentration. Bestow Curse is a concentration spell. It's probably a good one. I think Spirit Guardians is so good that I would want to cast it. Actually, I have one of my upcoming videos that's going to be coming out is like I'm going to be talking about the top 5 spells, in my opinion, that a dungeon master should use against his players, and Spirit Guardians is one of them. So you guys all just got a sneak peek. Spirit Guardians is nasty. It slows movement of all the players, and it does damage to them if they're standing within it and stuff. It is a nasty spell, and it has a really good radius too. So yeah, really great spell. So that's why I'm very adamant about keeping that bad boy here. So, aid, warding bond, and stuff like that. Animate dead. That's a level 3. Hold on a second. Animate dead. So the priest. Oh, that's a cool idea, dude. That's a 3rd level spell. It takes 1 minute to cast though. So it has a casting time of 1 minute. So that won't work in like one encounter, right? All right. What else did we have on his normal spell sheet? Light, Sacred Flame, Thaumaturgy. So we'll say Sacred Flame and Thaumaturgy. I slaughtered that word. There we go. That's better. And what else did he have? Guiding Bolt's a good spell. Sanctuary is a concentration. Let's put Guiding Bolt here, because Guiding Bolt is just a really decent pure damage, and it's not concentration. Lesser Restoration, Spiritual Weapon. Spiritual Weapon's a really good spell, not concentration. Just lasts for 1 minute. There we go. I'm just kind of filling this out now that we got going. Dispel Magic. What could be better than Dispel Magic that's not concentration? Gentle Repose is 2nd level? Really? Okay. He's not going to be able to use Gentle. What does Gentle Repose even do? Like, what the heck does that do? It is 2nd level. Oh, it's protected from a decay and can't become undead. It's not going to be able to use this. I mean, it's ironic, right, for the dungeon master who's going to read the spell description, but the players are never going to see the irony of it. You know what I mean? And so I don't think that. I mean, it's cool. I get it. I just don't think the players are ever going to see it at all, because it's never going to actually get cast. So we're going to replace that with Light. A 3rd level spell. I'm going to go with the one that by default is here, and then we're going to move on. Dispel Magic. All right. Dispel Magic. Awesome. Did we talk about the trigger? What was the trigger for this? For these guys? Like, when are they going to attack? I mean, we could just say, I'm just going to say that, you know... Oh, somebody had mentioned a portcullis. Somebody had mentioned a portcullis slamming down, too, to trap them in. Oh, yeah, let us say, when half of the PCs enter the room... Oh yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. Combat trigger. Let's just call it a combat trigger. Or we can say combat notes too. That works. So when half of the PCs have entered the room, the door closes. The door like magically closes. Something like that. We're looking at a scenario where we like split the party for a moment. The door magically closes, possibly splitting the party. The door can be opened by normal means. I don't want to make... I really just want it to be like this oh crap moment. This is a hard encounter. I don't really want to have the door not be able to be opened, because then you're going to have two PCs against a group of monsters that were designed for the entire party. And so if we split the party like that, I mean, it could be a slaughter, right? And so I really just want it to be an oh crap moment. And then the people outside just open the door and it's not a big deal. That's kind of what I'm thinking. If we wanted to actually really split them, then we would need to scale down the encounter a little bit, I feel. Otherwise, we're setting up a really nasty fight, potentially, for the players. You should need to pass a strength check. Oh, yeah. That's reasonable. The door can be opened by making a DC 13 strength athletics check. There we go. There we go. That way they got to at least do something. I like it. Yeah, Wiggles. The barbarian's like, he grabs the door and he's like, and there's no resistance. He's like, he goes like right through it. That'd be funny, dude. I like it. Holes in the portcullis. Our portcullis drops as the incorrect door opening procedure wasn't used. It's his personal workshop. Sleep. Sleep's a nasty spell. I don't think sleep... Well, first of all, sleep may or may not even affect the heroes just because they're like third level. It might get one of them. It might get one of them because of their hit points. I'm thinking about their hit points. Anyway, let's move on. I think we have a room designed. I don't know if there's anything else that we need to decide. Oh, we didn't say. When half of the PCs have entered the room, the door magically closes, possibly splitting the party, and the undead rise up and attack those in the room. Nice. I like it. That is good enough. We got to do some more rooms. Doing some more rooms. Are we done with this room? Is there any... Oh, no. Somebody had an idea. Sinful Smite. Sinful Smite. Oh. Oh. Whoops. Sinful Smite. That was somebody's idea. Whose idea was that? Fierce. That was Fierce's idea. Sinful Smite. I like that. So the priest has a melee attack, right? Oh, it's the same thing. Divine Eminence. Yeah. It's Divine Eminence. So it's like the same thing. It can expend a spell slot to, deal like radiant damage to an attack. Yeah. It's like divine. Oh, wait. Instead of dealing radiant damage, it does necrotic damage. There we go. Divine Eminence. Same as Divine Eminence ability, but deals necrotic damage. There we go. That thematically fits. I like it. Good dealio. All right. Rock and roll. Anything else to that room? Are we good? Are we moving on to another room? We got T5 as an undead workshop and a contemplation cell. I almost want to woo! Whoa, what's going on around here? T5 undead workshop. I can't really fit all that text in here. It doesn't really fit on the map very well. I was going to write that on the map. Oh, you know what I can do? I can just make it a little smaller, I guess.
Yeah, we can do something like that. And then center it. Do a little something like that. There we go. And T4 was a, what did we call that? A contemplation cell? Ah! T4 was a contemplation cell. What was T3? T3 was the library, right? Yeah. T3 was, we need to center this. Yeah, this is still, I'll have to add a stroke to this stuff or something to make it more legible, you know what I'm saying, over that map. But that's okay. That's good for now. T3 was a library. The reason I like to write the names of the rooms on the map is that it really helps when you're running the adventure to just at a glance know what each room is. This is actually a gripe that I have with modules, is that they'll have the number reference for the room on the map, but they don't like write like, you know, a description like hallway, undead workshop or something on the map. And if they were to do that, it would be so much easier to use the maps. I mean, basically what I do is I print the map off and then just write that annotation on there myself. You know what I mean? But it is a consideration. It makes it easier to use a map when you have a quick reference like that. So anyway, T3 was our library. Library. We might not have to shrink that one down. That one might actually just work. Yeah. Woo! There we go. All right. Nice. Uh-oh, what happened? I gotta save it. You gotta save it. I have to save it. Yes, replace. There we go. Fierce uses, yeah, I use hand-drawn maps. I mean, all my maps for my normal adventures are just graph paper. That's it. I use graph paper and I draw them out 100%. I don't, you know, I'm doing this because like I got this map from Justin over at Random Encounters and it's a cool map. And I didn't want to draw a map out. I wanted to use a pre-generated one because it makes my life easier, you know. And this looks a lot better on like a stream to have a cool map like this as opposed to like some janky graph paper that I drew on, you know. And so that's why I'm doing it for a stream. But in my normal normal homebrew games, absolutely graph paper, 100% all the way every day because that is the easiest way to do it. Yeah. Dong. Roll 20. Oh, dude, Wiggles. Wiggles says I play on Roll 20, and it's a pain in the butt finding all the tokens, etc. to create the map. All right, Wiggles. Okay, Wiggles, you brought this up. I'm gonna. Okay, true mate. See you later, dude. Thanks for joining us, buddy. Yeah, you're from like Europe or something. Were you the dude that's from Ireland or something like that, man? But anyway, see you next time, buddy. Thanks for hanging out with us. Wiggles brought this up, so I'm going to do a quick little plug here. There is this, so I'm going to do a quick plug. This is the DungeonFog thing that I have down below in the text on the screen. I'm going to show you this real quick because it's really cool. Like if you're playing on like Roll20 or something, this might be useful for you. What you can do is, I'm just doing a little show and tell time right here, ladies and gentlemen. I actually have a review of DungeonFog planned for the channel, one of the upcoming videos. You mentioned tokens, so this program right here, it just works in your web browser, right? And there's a free version available too, so you can go to DungeonFog and just try it out for free as well. And they have a token thing, if I can find it real quick. Here we go. So check this out, dude. They have crap loads. Come on, asset library. Let's go. Let's do this. Look at all these tokens. Orc, demon, devil. I mean, there is a crap ton. I'm going to change the view a little bit. Look at all these tokens. Okay, you mentioned tokens for doing Roll20. I mean, all of these freaking, that looks cool. I like that. Let's add that one over there. And so
I mean, it's got all of these little tokens here, and then, so this map right here I cloned from like a community map, and then I can just take one of these guys. Come on, baby. Well, there's my goblin. Here's a goblin. And I can just take this dude, drop it on my map, I think. Oh, no, I click it. I have to click it. I can put these things on here. You know what I mean? It's like really cool. So, yeah, there you go. There's my plug for DungeonFog for you guys. Anyway, I'm going to get out of there. I'll exit that now. There's lots of cool stuff in here, guys. Check it out. And, oops, cancel. No, that's okay. I don't need to save that. I don't need to save that stuff. There we go. And there's like if you use the promo code, the DM Lair, you get 10% off a yearly sub. And the yearly sub is only $50, you guys. And it's a really cool. I mean, that program that I just showed you is legit. And they just finished their Kickstarter a few months ago, I want to say. So like, it's not even like they've been around a super long time, and they've already got like a crazy awesome program, you know, going on. So yeah, check that crap out. There's a free version available too, so you can see if you kind of like it before you pay any money, which I love that kind of stuff. That's definitely the way to go. Anyway, that is not why we are streaming. But it's Wiggles' fault, because Wiggles said something about tokens for Roll20, and so he got me on a tangent. So there you go. I blame Wiggles. Where were we? Were we creating another room? I forget where we were. We had just created these rooms, and I feel like we have to start creating these rooms right here. We can probably... All right, guys, we have 15 minutes left in the stream. We can probably get one more room created, I feel. So let's try to do that. Let's get T6. What are we going to do for T6? We need to decide what this room is, first of all. So DungeonFog has all of that crap for filling the environment, like tables, chairs, debris, bodies, corpses. I mean, they're always adding more to it too. Now, the free version, you're not going to get all of the cool stuff in there. You know, I mean, that's how free versions are. They give you like a basic thing to get an idea for what it is, and then you got to pay for more. I mean, that's just the way life works, you know. But they've got tons of crap that you can just like plop down and make things look really, really sweet. And it's all just like drag and drop. You're just clicking. It's really easy. So yeah, it's definitely legit. I would check that out. T7 is the broom closet, and there is a skeleton inside. Well, T7, we had an idea for a vampiric mist, actually. Somebody had that idea, so we should probably throw that there. Vampiric mist. Vampiric mist. The contemplation cell. Somebody had an idea for a pool of blood that is a spawn point for vampiric mist if the adventurers get too close. So that was the idea, and I was kind of thinking we could put that in the contemplation cell right here. Does that make sense? It's the latrines. All right. Does that make sense, guys? Vampiric mist in that room? What is a vampiric mist? I mean, I feel like I should know this. Vampiric mist. I think that's in Morning Canaans. I'm pretty sure that's in Morning Canaans. And Vampiric Mist is page 247. Whoa. Hey. I did not find it. Here we go. Vampiric Mist. What is this? I just want to read what this is, you know. In the billowing clouds of fog lurk vampiric mists, the wretched remains of vampires that were prevented from finding rest. Indistinguishable from the mists they lurk within, they strike unseen and undetected to bleed their victims dry. Ooh. They're former vampires. They're indistinguishable from fog. I love it. Misty form. So they're indistinguishable from fog. Life sense. Wow. We got to put that in fog. You guys, what we need to do is we need to have that room full of fog.
So this contemplation cell, let's put this up here, and let's say this bare room is full of a dense fog that spills out into the hallway when the door is opened. Nice. I like it. And then we will say, within the fog lurks a vampiric mist. I like the idea of the blood being a spawn point as well, so we need to figure that out. Within the fog lurks a vampiric mist. I mean, is it just going to attack people? I'm getting tired, so like my brain's stopping. It's stopping to work right now. Does it just attack whoever comes inside of it? Within the fog lurks a vampiric mist that attacks anyone who enters the fog. No, anyone who goes at least 10 feet into the fog. Let's say that. Now, a vampiric mist is, I think a vampiric, we have to figure out our difficulty of this. A vampiric mist is 700 XP. The interior of the room is entirely opaque. I agree. They shouldn't be able to see anything in there. Vampiric mist is 700 XP. So let's figure that out. If there's one of them, that is a medium encounter. Okay, that's fine. That's good enough. I like that. And if they can't see it because it's invisible due to the fog, then that makes it even tougher, right? So we're calling that another contemplation spell. Let's say we need to describe the fog. So we'll say fog. The dense fog is completely opaque. And what do they call that? Total cover, obscurement, completely obscured, total obscurement. And the area within it is totally obscured. There is a term for that. Light obscurement, heavily obscured. I think the term might be heavily obscured. There's like a technical game term in 5th edition that they use that has a definition, and that's what I'm going for. I think it's heavily obscured, but I'm not 100% sure. And the area within it is heavily obscured. The vampiric mist is invisible. The vampiric mist is indistinguishable from the fog, and while within it, is invisible. And while within it, yeah, we'll just leave it at that. That makes sense. So that basically means that, people are blind to it. It's going to have, well, anybody who enters the mist can't see anything either as well. So that means that if it's heavily obscured, characters who go into the mist aren't going to be able to see anything. So there you go. And it's also invisible. It's kind of duplicative, but anyway, that's life. That's life. The vampiric mist should, like, what should it be? What should it be? Like, let's make a combat notes. Fierce, that's a good question, Fierce. Should it attack right away or follow the party looking for an opportune moment to strike? Well, it's got this dense fog. I mean, so this is what I'm thinking. I'm trying to think about what the players would do. If they open up a room and dense fog spills out into the hallway, are they going to go in there and investigate? Or are they just going to be like, whatever, let's move on? My players would go into that room and investigate. At least one of them would go in there. They would try to clear the fog out, possibly. And that might work. But even if they couldn't, my guess is they would still try to go in there and investigate and feel around. Which means that you're going to have at least one person going in there and there's a vampiric mist lurking. So I like the idea of the vampiric mist following them around. The only thing is that once it comes out of the fog, it's no longer invisible, right? And then the players are going to be able to see, or the heroes, the PCs are going to be able to see it, and then they're going to be like, what's this? And they, and then it might, so the difficult task is to get the vampiric mist to follow them while not being able to be seen, right? And I don't think there's anything in the stat block that allows that, is there? Misty form. No. There's nothing in there. It has dark vision, too. It can't actually see in the fog itself. So it would technically be blinded as well, which is even Steven. I know my party would nope right out of that room. That's interesting, Fierce. I suspect that my players would probably have a discussion about whether they should go in the room or not, and that discussion might go on for a while. And then they would probably want to get out of there. Okay, Wiggles likes the stalking idea as well. George! What's up, George? Could you just homebrew it? Absolutely, we could. Let's do that. What's our homebrew for the vampiric mist? We can say that it's completely invisible. We could say that. Or the fog follows the players around. Let's say that it's invisible. Let's do this. Let's call this Vampiric Mist. This Vampiric Mist is... Oh, yeah. Let's just say this Vampiric Mist can cast Invisibility, whoop, that was the wrong button, as an action 3 times a day. There we go. It doesn't attack the players. It doesn't attack the PCs immediately, even if they enter the fog-covered room. Yeah, I don't want it to attack them right away. I am usually not a fan of having monsters attack characters right away. I'd rather have something interesting happen. And the idea of the vampiric mist following them around, looking for an opportune moment, is much more interesting than not. And then just having it attack them. Instead, it follows them around while invisible and seeks an opportune moment to attack one of the PCs when they are alone. There we go. That is more interesting and devious. It's just following them around, and then maybe when one PC goes off by himself, that vampiric mist is like, doot, 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 bam! And then, attacks, sucks blood, all that good stuff. Yeah, but we don't want to... I agree, Wiggles. We don't want to have that fog go through the whole dungeon, though. And theoretically, that vampiric mist might be following them around for quite some time until it finds the right time to strike. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I think giving it the ability to cast invisibility is going to solve our problems. So I think George had the answer for us. We'll just homebrew it. Give us something cool. Let them roll to see if they sense a presence. I mean, yeah, I would, absolutely. So, if they make a perception check, then if a player declares that he wants to just, see if he can sense anything, I'd make him make a perception check. And then I would have the vampiric mist roll a stealth check. And if the player wins, then, I would say that, you sense some sort of presence. but you don't know what it is. It's not making any noise. You just have a feeling that something is there. I would describe it that way. Absolutely. And that's just part of just DMing, right? We don't have to write out a special thing. I would just say that if somebody tried to find it, they could have a chance. And that would be true for any monster that's invisible, for that matter. All right. Is that it? Now, we did have a pool of blood in there. Oh, there we go. We will say there is a... What about just a corpse? What if we put a... Yes, there we go. There is one corpse of a... What would we say? Let's say a young female lying in the middle of the room with all of her blood drained from her body. Bam. So, now, it's in the fog, right? So they can't see her, but if they investigate, they'll find this body drained of blood, and they're going to be like, vampire, right? But there isn't a vampire. It's a vampiric mist, and it doesn't attack them right away. It follows them around. So that kind of having that corpse there is kind of setting the stage and priming it so that when the vampiric mist does attack, they're like, oh, that's what the body was about. That's why it was drained of blood. So there we go. I think that sounds cool. That'll get people thinking, and it'll provoke your players to think and discuss and try to figure out what's going on. So there we go. I like it. That was T7. So we skipped T6. we skipped T6. We got to make sure we get that. So I'm going to highlight that. There we go. I think we made some... Oh, what was this called? T7 was a contemplation cell. What should we call that? The vampire cell? We could just call it a contemplation cell as well. So T7 is a contemplation cell. And we need to make that a little bit smaller. And then we're going to center all of that. There we go. Call that a day. And all right, so we got a few. We got two more. We got 3 more rooms laid out in our adventure. We still have quite a few rooms to go. There we go. Ooh, when you open the door, a thick fog rolls out of the room and chills run up your spine. Yeah, that's cool. I like that description, dude. That's like read aloud text. Read aloud text. We're not doing a whole lot of read aloud text for this adventure. Sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't. For this one, we're just doing bulleted lists, really. Read to the players when they open the door. And then... Wait, that's not the right one. I thought I had read aloud text. There we go. There's my read aloud text. All right. We got that done. So, bam. All right, guys. We have made some good progress. It is 10 o'clock, and that means that I am tired, and I'm going to call it a night. I did have this cool... Let me flash you a photo real quick. I want to show you a picture real quick of what my Manus Invictus group did 2 weekends ago when they fought Tiamat. So I'm just going to show you this real quick so you can see this, because I was planning on doing this at the intermission, but I didn't have an intermission. So here you go. I'm going to do this for a couple seconds, and I'll come back and we'll do our closing crap. All right, there you go. That's it. I just wanted to show you the picture of Tiamat. So one of my other players from a different group lent me his big, huge, massive mini of Tiamat, which I actually have over on the shelf still. And so they fought Tiamat, and they managed to defeat Tiamat, amazingly. Although they kind of went in a little unprepared, in my opinion. So that was really cool. So, all right, guys, I'm calling it a night. We will do this again in that many. You know what? I'm gonna put that on the stream for a second for you all. Womp, ba-bump, 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 ba-bum, ba-bum. Look how big this is, you guys. Like, next to my face. This thing is huge. Like, gargantuan for sure. Arthur, what are you doing? Just arriving, dude. We're finishing up the stream, and you're just getting here, man. You got to get here like at the beginning of the stream. So yeah, this is pretty sweet. It's not like it's got like a little wall thing or something too that it can like rest its hand on and stuff. It's not fully painted. Like he said he still had to finish painting it at some point and stuff, but it's got some basic color to it, so makes it look pretty cool right there. So there we go. Yeah, at least you got to see Tiamat. Yeah, Joel, it was lots of fun. We had tons of great ideas, which is one of the reasons I love doing these adventure creation live streams together, because we get lots of good ideas from everybody. Probably better ideas than if I were thinking it up on my own, I suspect. So we will be doing this again in 2 weeks, ladies and gentlemen. And what was I going to say? We may or may not do it on a Friday. I might try to do it on a Saturday. I will see what my schedule looks like. Sometimes Saturdays are really bad for me, just because of like gaming groups and stuff like that. So Fridays tend to be the best for me. And so there we go. Fierce says it's only 10 and he'll be up until 6 or 7 a.m. That's crazy. It's 3 a.m. for Wiggles. Awesome. All right, guys, I'm going to punch out of this joint. I'm getting out of here because it's late and I need to go to bed and all that good jazz. So thanks for hanging out, guys. I had fun and all that good stuff. I'll see you in a couple weeks and whatnot. See you on the channel and all that kind of stuff. So until next time, let's play D&D. It's my mandatory closing. Stop streaming. All right, guys. Later.